And we'll have the de Blasio administration's response coming up.
Well, if you're not careful decking the halls, you could be at risk of a devastating house fire. Right now, the Nassau County Firefighters Museum and Education Center is joining with volunteer firefighters in the area to demonstrate one of the leading causes of home fires during the holidays, and that is dry Christmas trees. Let's take a listen in.
Back and look for another one. You want to make sure once you pick a tree that you get a fresh cut of 1 inch or 2 on the bottom of it, and when you get it home, it goes right in the pail of water until you're ready to put it in the house. And you should not put it in the house until about a week before at the most. And then at the most a week after, and out it goes. And when it's in the house in the stand, it's got to stay hydrated. And you can use a wetting agent. There are things out on the market. One I used to use is Prolong, still do. Works very well, helps keep that tree hydrated. Don't let the water dry out. The other thing is when you put the tree in the house, make sure it's not near an exit. It's not near a heating source like a radiator, fireplace. Sometimes people put them by the staircase because that's beautiful. Not a good idea. People with their lights. These are mine from home. You see how well I put them away? All right, well, I did this just for effect today. Make sure that when you buy them, they are UL listed or UL rated. There's a little tag on it. That's Underwriter Laboratory. That'll make sure that it's a good set. When you put them away properly, not like this, because they can end up getting cracked, broken, the wires get damaged, and then the next year you could have a problem. When you're putting them on the tree or before, inspect them thoroughly to make sure that they have no cracks or broken bulbs or a bad plug. Make sure you do not have a fire. One of the biggest things you need is this: smoke detectors. Working smoke detectors makes all the difference in the world. Years ago, when there was a fire in the house, because of the furnishings the way they were made, with the materials they were made, you had about 17 minutes to get out. Today, with all the synthetics and the open areas in these houses, the new houses, you've got about 3 minutes. That makes the difference right there. Also, you need carbon monoxide alarms in the house to make sure you get out safely. And one other thing that is so important that we've been working with all the schools this year that come to the museum, and that is an exit plan developed by the family, so they have 2 ways out of every room, and they practice it. And it's been very successful this year with the school kids because they go home and they make the parents do it. You with kids know how that works, okay? The other thing I have here is one of these power strips. They can be very deadly if used improperly. This is not to hook a space heater into, or your tree lights, or a television. Nothing heavy duty. These are only for little chargers, things like that. And with the extension cords, people, they run them under carpets and they use them year round. Not a good idea, okay? So people have to be very careful with these. There is a switch on it, turn it on and off. What happens is if people put things in here that are too heavy for it, that switch keeps throwing. So the people get tired of turning the switch back on, so they tape it open. That takes the safety feature out of it. This thing will heat up, it's a piece of plastic. And the next thing you know, you have a fire. And you may not know it right away because you could be sleeping. But again, back to these babies, smoke detectors. Gotta have them. Okay, why don't we, little bird in the corner there. Candles, thank you. Candles are very, very dangerous. People light them, they're beautiful, they smell nice, they leave them unattended. All of a sudden a cat or a dog knocks one over, or they just burn down and they get to the flammable material, such as a tablecloth or something else on the table, and the house is gone. Candles are one of the leading causes of fires in America. So we've got to be very, very careful with it. Okay? Anything else, little bird? Okay. You guys have anything?
Day after Thanksgiving, you look on the roads, you see all the cars with the Christmas trees on the roofs, and that's still November. So I know that you talked about a week, but when you're driving around, you see people that weekend after Thanksgiving driving around with Christmas trees on their hoods. What are you thinking of the danger?
I think they're crazy. But I'll tell you, I was down in North Carolina last week, and coming home on the Jersey Turnpike, there's a family with a tree tied to the roof of the car, not covered, 65 miles an hour. How fast do you think that thing was drying out? And they'll get it home, and they may put a fresh cut on. It's too late. That tree is now shot. People should not do that. They're going to tie them to the roof of the car. They go right home, make that cut, get it into some water, and leave it hydrated in that pail so you get it in the house and then keep it hydrated. No longer than 14 days in the house. And people, and I've actually seen one in my neighborhood, somebody has a tree up already. It felt like ringing the doorbell, you know? But he'd probably get punched in the mouth. So I didn't want to do that. People have to be very careful. What you're going to see, and many have seen in the past, how fast this is. And it's chilly out here today, so we'll get very warm very quickly. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. Why don't we light this thing?
You want to move anything out of the way?
So we have been watching fire officials in Nassau County demonstrate just how fast a Christmas tree can lead to a dangerous house fire, and they are about to do a demonstration right now. They are just setting up, and our camera was just zooming in. Looks like we're about ready to go here. Now, officials have been highlighting the importance of using fire-safe decorations and keeping your tree hydrated. So it looks like they have a mock living room set up there, and they'll be explaining shortly what they are about to do with this demo.
Should be behind the tree. Didn't burn the gifts.
And we have been waiting to see if the chief would speak again. There you can see just how dangerous it is to have a real live tree in your home that is dry. We have been watching fire officials in Nassau County demonstrate just how fast a dry Christmas tree can lead to a dangerous house fire. Now, we have some stats for you. The National Fire Protection Association reports that from 2013 to 2017, the fire departments across the country responded to nearly 160 fires caused by Christmas trees, and officials highlight the importance of using fire-safe decorations and keeping your tree hydrated. Now, they also mentioned that you used to have maybe 15 minutes to get out of the home because of natural materials that were used in furniture, but you saw officials there mentioning that now with the synthetic materials that are being used, sometimes you only have 3 minutes to get out of your home. So you can see now officials and firefighters are doing a mock demonstration of their response. It can take several minutes for them to get on scene, and by that point, unfortunately, many people's homes are destroyed. So once again, fire officials reminding everyone to keep their tree watered and to stay safe this holiday season. And we will be right back right here on CBSN New York. We're going to take a quick break now.